For this lesson, we're going to be working with Venn diagrams, but we're going to be finding the union and the intersection. So let's look at the symbols. A U means union, or all of the members that would be in both of the circles. An intersection means only the numbers that they have in common. So it would only be the overlap. Let's look at the first picture of Venn diagrams. They're asking us to find the number of elements in the set of A union C. So I am looking and I have my A outlined in orange. All of these numbers are in A: 4, 12, 1, 3, 2, and 6. It's all in that outlined circle of orange. For C, I've outlined it in purple, and C are all of this area. So notice it is a 1, 3, 2, 6, a 5, a 10, a 30, and a 15. So if we wanted to know the number, how many elements are in A uniting with C, we are going to go ahead and consider all of these numbers. We will not count this overlap twice. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for this answer, there are 10 elements, and elements are the numbers. All right, well, I'm going to give you another problem for problem number 1. What if we said A intersects with C? So now I don't want to know how many they have in common, and I want to know, I'm going to ask for the number, but I actually want to know what are the elements where A, and we usually represent a set like this, would be in both of them. Well, remember, when we were counting, we noticed that 1, 2, 3, and 6 were in both of them. So when you're looking for intersection, it's what they both have in common. So we would list the intersection of A intersects with C like that. And the answer, if we were looking at, there's just 4 elements or 4 numbers that they have in common. A lot of little vocabulary to remember. So let's look at number 2. It says find the number of elements in the set X unites with Z. Again, we want to know how many numbers in combination are there in X and Z. Well, my X is outlined in green and my Z is outlined in blue. And if it's union, we're going to count all of the members. However, we are not going to count the overlap twice. So 15, 8, 11, 13, and 9 are part of X. 13 and 9 are part of Z also, but we're not going to count them twice when we're asking for how many elements are given between the union. And so you have to also add a 2, a 6, a 10, and a 14. So when we're counting, I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So there are 9 elements in those 2. And I'm just going to double check. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. They were in both of them. Okay, great. So now when we're looking at this picture, let's go ahead and let's come up with another problem. What if we wanted what was X intersects with Y? Okay, so here's our X, right? And Y is the black circle. So we want to know what numbers are both in the green circle and the black circle. Well, you'll notice for the overlap, it would just be this area right here. So we know that when X intersects with Y, we have the set of numbers that's just 11 and 13. And that would be 2 elements for this problem. For the union, we had 9, and I had written it down below, but I didn't write it up above when we were counting it. All right, so let's look at number 3. Find the, again, number of elements in the set X intersects with Y. So here is my X in green, my Y is in red, and again, I only want to know for it's an intersection, what do they have in common? So looking at my X circle and looking at my Y circle, I see that they have 1 and 7 in common. So that is 2 elements. There are 2 numbers that they have in common. What if I went ahead and I said that I wanted X intersects with Z? So if I have my X and I want to intersect it with my Z, let's look for the overlap for that one. And for that one, I'm going to go ahead and be looking at the green. And for this one, now remember, we're going to look at the black. So we want to know, where does the X and where does the Z overlap? Well, it's in this area right here. So when I list, or I can count them, it has 4 elements. But with those 4 elements, we know that they are the set of 1, 2, 7, and 14. So whenever you list the elements in a set, you do list them in numerical order, you separate them with a comma, and then you close it in with a bracket. But all of these questions really just wanted to know the number, but I wanted you to also see how to list it in a set notation. If this video was helpful to you today, please add a like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe for more Math with Marcia. See you again soon.